Hello, folks, and welcome back to A Case of Distrust. We recently managed to get into the speakeasy, and we are in the pool room.
And look at this guy's form. He knows what he's doing.
It's a lot.
Yeah, he's
Look
got...
at that butt.
Look at
how
that
high
butt.
in the air
Look at that
is.
butt. Yeah, he knows. He said 90-degree angle. Okay. Oh, God, I clicked on him.
This is a recurring thing with you in this
It's hard and sensitive. Okay. I saw a tall, broad-shouldered man playing the table by himself. Based on Frankie's description, I gathered this was Tiny Paul. Tiny Paul, you're like 5'11".
Hey, Tiny Paul.
You're very normal-sized. I cleared my throat to get him to look at me, then followed with a casual, "Are you ever gonna take a shot?" He stood up straight, rested his cue on the table, and looked at me sideways. It was the petulant look of a boy forced to play with his younger sibling.
Hello.
He sighed. Thanks, Tiny Tim.
You're very welcome. Tiny
Paul.
Paul.
Tiny Paul.
My name is Tiny Paul.
His voice was deep.
Everybody in this game has a deep, low, rough voice. I understand that it's thematically appropriate.
Let's hear about him.
But unfortunately, I don't have much range down there.
His voice was deep. Apparently, Fairy only hired baritone. but it had no,
Exactly! It's a real problem!
But it had no gravel. It echoed slightly around the small room. I imagine he could have huffed and puffed the entire block to rubble. I like watching them, he said, nodding to the balls on the table.
Thinking through my options.
I'd never shot pool. I'd never shot much pool, but I thought he liked me more if I feigned interest. I considered lying to him, telling him that I played a lot. Wait, I'm gonna tell a very quick story and then we'll move on. But my dad, years ago, got knee surgery, and I called him expecting it to be right before his knee surgery to wish him luck,
right
but
after?
I called him right after, and he answered, which is the crazy part, and he was so high on morphine, I can't even believe it. And the preceding conversation was him on the phone saying, "Hey, Jig, you ever shot pool before? I love pool. I've always liked pool a lot. You know who really liked pool? My grandfather liked pool. So did my dad like pool. Do you play pool? I really like pool. I'm so good at pool. Sometime we should play pool. You know who liked pool?
My grandfather
liked pool." This went on for 30
That wonderful cyclical,
It was so good. Anyway, I'm glad I could share that.
I'm glad you could share that too.
No better sport, I lied.
I stick to the cards.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'll stick to the cards. I didn't lie to him just then.
Stud, blackjack, or bridge?
He asked hoarsely. I raised an eyebrow and he showed a sheepish grin.
A gambler plays them all.
He continued, after cracking his knuckles.
I wish I could do that on command.
Wait. There's one.
Alright, close enough. Close enough. Alright, you can stop.
Well, now I'm just like doing the gauntlet.
Alright.
Okay.
But I don't think you're here for a game.
I asked for a drink. Mind pouring us a growler? I hoped getting Paul's lips wet might make it easier to grab something out of him, but he wasn't having it. Paul sighed.
We're closed here. You'll have to come back later.
He seemed annoyed at my stalling. You like green?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah. You like green? I asked. The wrinkles on his brow deepened.
Like or dislike, it don't matter sometimes. I work with them when I work with what I'm given. And and he's given up a good lead. I hope that's why you're here, Malone.
Just so many words were swapped.
I understand.
So he'd known me too. The doorman must have looked me up. The bae talks fast.
Anyhow,
He said, eyeing the billiards table.
You need anything else from me? If you want something, better be ask specific.
Mobsters never fail to grate my nerves. He wouldn't tell me anything unless I pushed him with what I already knew.
Alright.
Ask about notes. Let's see. Let's go ahead and ask him about Green's letter.
I guess it wasn't sent from here.
Ask him if he knows anything. Worst thing
Okay.
that happened. We don't really get penalized like in Phoenix,
no, you're
right?
right.
So. Boom. Know anything about this note? I asked and pulled out the letter with the black hand on it. Tiny Paul looked at the page, then laughed with his whole body.
So there's a letter. Green's shaking over that. I'm not losing sleep, though. Look, Green and I aren't the best of pals, but nobody will touch him with our protection. And none of us sent it to him, or else I would know about it. Anything else?
He asked. Okay, so he had nothing to do with the letter. Let's
Let's ask about
statements,
and let's ask about Green's wife real quick. Yeah, singer at the Tin Spoon.
Here we go. Miss Green was a torch singer at the Tin Spoon. Green's wife is a torch singer here? I asked.
With
Paul smiled.
Yeah, with the pipe she's got built into that body, she's the reason most fellas keep coming to this joint.
I'm not gonna give us too much. Maybe about her coat?
Maybe?
Because she's wearing Lewis's coat,
Well,
right?
why are we here? What's the goal? Black hand letters fake? What are we looking for?
She says the letter forgery. Maybe he knows something? You know, Green's note is a fake, I said.
So somebody's goofing Green?
He laughed heartily.
Or maybe Green's just toying with you.
He blew chalk off the end of his pool cue and asked,
Anything else?
why did we come here again?
So we know that there's a potential bootlegging operation here, and it's because of that bootlegging operation that things went sour for Green, maybe?
Yeah, so has a bootlegging scheme?
Yeah.
Let's try that. So you're giving Green the dough? I asked.
That's right.
He said.
We gave him the cash to get to the supply going.
You already gave him the money. Aren't you afraid he's going to run out on you? I asked. Tiny Paul frowned.
I suppose you know less than I thought. Well, just to set you straight, that kid's right under my thumb. No way he'd get out of town alive before setting up our stores.
He turned his gaze back onto the pool table. Anything else? Interesting.
else?
So that got us something.
Yeah, but did it give us an actual statement?
Yeah, I think it turns
but
white
let's
when we
see.
get a statement.
Didn't get the letter. Got others watching Green. Tiny Paul gave Green cash. I guess we can follow up on some of these.
Can we? Is that how
got
it
others
works?
watching Green? We can just try real quick.
Yeah, no, that's
No.
not how that works.
Okay.
Claims he doesn't bootleg. We can see if he knows Redstone.
Sure.
Know anything about Redstone Stable? I asked.
Heard the name,
He replied.
but why all the gossip? He could tell you about more about himself.
You won't give me anything on him?
Now, why would I do that?
He shook his head and asked.
Anything else?
Alright, so that didn't help much. Following her husband. Maybe this, since he knows her?
Yeah.
She followed her husband because she suspected.
Let's ask. I mean, like,
I guess it doesn't hurt.
yeah.
Yeah, what's got
Yeah,
that to do with
yeah.
anything? Okay. Any other things we can say? Threatening letter, bootlegging, suspects Redstone Stable. I can ask, like, do you know why Green suspects him?
No.
No. Okay. Any other evidence?
We could ask about the bottle with the poem. We don't know why that's their password.
Oh, we got an achievement for it.
Yeah.
Becoming learned. We'll do a good deed, nevertheless, I repeated to Paul. Why make an old liquor slogan your password? Paul smiled.
An old liquor slogan? That's rich. And here I thought you dicks were supposed to be learned.
I raised a questioning brow.
It's called The Drinking Song, a poem by Thomas Hardy, an old Brit.
I asked more about the poem.
It's all about man thinking we're at the top of the chain and slowly understanding we aren't. All our thoughts, all our theories amount to nothing. We're just apes floating in the wide ocean of space.
How can you possibly cope with that? How do we even know what we are?
I think this is supposed to be him just talking, but that's fine.
Oh, still?
It's better
Oh,
as a
sorry.
conversation.
Sorry.
But to hell with it. Take our mind off it, have a drink, and do something good. Not a bad code, if you ask me.
I tilted my head, neither agreeing nor disagreeing, but simply impressed by Paul's knowledge of Victorian poetry.
Alright, that's enough of a lesson. If there's something else you wanted, or, yeah, whatever,
Get back
it's
to
fine.
it, sorry. That was another sensitive click. I think we asked most things. Maybe now we can
Yeah.
take the Tiny Paul stuff back to someone else?
I guess, but who...
I also haven't looked around this room yet.
Yeah, let's look around this room. Good call.
I didn't have anything else to say to him, so he cracked his knuckles, arched over the table, and resumed, How'd you crack him again? feel like you gotta like have some load time.
He's got arthritis. I'm sorry.
Pool table is focused on the space the light reflected from its smooth green surface tinted in the den. The room was lit only by the dangling lamps above the billiards table. The rack on the wall held 5 cues.
Not a book.
A clean ashtray sat next to an empty glass on the table corner.
Bottle.
Not you. Bottle. A bottle of unlabeled wine sat on the table. When I sniffed, it smelled of strong spice. Okay. Is that it? And then this chair? A couple tall chairs were placed around the billiards table. So there's really not anything in here.
There's not much at all in here.
Or you want to leave it? Maybe come back if we need to?
I guess so. Yeah. Now that we know how to get in here. We can try Green's house one more time. And if that doesn't work, let's go and check if our calls come in at some coffee.
Yeah. That'll be wise. And also just talk to him about what we know now. Nah, we had fun talking to drivers. I'm good now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How's she doing? Nope, she's still not doing well.
She's exactly how she was. We can...
I want to try real quick.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Southern coffee it is.
Okay. Sorry, girl. Bye.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, good luck.
At some point, we have to be able to do something.
She'll wake up at some point.
Yeah, right?
We'll probably get some sort of notification.
Exactly. But hopefully our calls come in.
Okay.
I feel like talking with the cab drivers is achievement fodder. Like, if you talk enough times, then eventually you'll get an achievement, but I don't super care.
Frankie was still beyond the bar. Yeah. Yep. I looked at Frankie.
What's eating you, kid?
He asked. I sat at my regular stool and wrapped my knuckles at the bar. Any message, Frankie?
Nothing yet.
Damn, okay. No real breaks to speak of. Want to ask him a little bit about, see if he can lead us in the right direction?
Yeah.
For some of Tiny Paul's statements?
So I guess so. Got others watching Green?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking too. I asked Frankie about something.
Nope.
I guess let's leave. Because he could like help us, but
yeah.
I think more than anything, let's go see. Maybe we can go back to stable?
Sure.
I don't know what I'd say to stable.
I don't know what I'd say to stable either, but we have to just keep bashing our head against stuff until we get something.
There's something we're missing. There's a clue that we need to present to somebody that will get us down the right path.
And it turns out we could have gotten into the speakeasy much earlier than we did, so I don't think that's necessarily where the thing is. It could be, but it's not necessarily where the thing is.
You want me to ask
Let's
about...
see. Got others watching Green, maybe? Yeah. Yeah.
There's one that says he doesn't know stable or won't say anything about stable, or maybe not. We said this one, right?
I think so. I wish it would check off things we've already asked.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it really quick just to remind myself of that information.
Yeah.
Type of business. Said... Oh, he didn't say anything.
Yeah. Investigate Green's bootlegging. Has a bootlegging scheme? Did we ask about that?
I think we did.
I know he said that he's not into bootlegging, but...
I'm almost positive that's how we got it. I'll ask again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. I just don't think anything we learned at Tiny Paul's is...
Like game breaking.
Yeah. Black hand letter is a fake?
Okay. Shipman tells me Green's letter is a forgery, I said to Stable. He grinned wide.
Yes, Miss. I completely forget your name or your voice. Yes, Miss Malone. And I told you, I'm curious whether Mr. Green himself knows it.
Stable still would admit no knowledge of the note. Damn.
Yeah.
I am truly not sure.
I'm stumped.
I mean, this came from him.
Yeah.
Furniture in the room. Yeah, damn. Alright, so he doesn't seem right. What are our 2 objectives again?
We have to uncover Green's bootlegging scheme and uncover more about Green's past. Click on Discover Green's past.
Green's past was a mystery. I had to get more information on him. Maybe
Wait, click on the bootlegging one. That one said that the next step is just waiting for the letter. So let's check on investigate Green's bootlegging.
either telling me who was after Green or maybe something about his past. Just then I was waiting for Shipman's telephone call to give me more leads. Interesting. So...
Okay, so I'd gain entry into the Tin Spoon by giving the correct password. I could chase any leads with Tiny Paul, Green's business partner, who I'd seen shooting pool in the upstairs billiards room. Or I could visit Green's home if I thought I could find any more evidence lying around. I doubted Miss Green would be much of a talker for most of the day, though.
I thought I'd gotten all of that, but...
We went back twice to look there. It keeps on prompting us with that, but... I just don't think there's... Let's go back to Tin Spoon.
Okay. Then do you want to continue grilling him next time with some new information?
I think we can poke around and try to figure out how to make our next step
clear. Yeah.
Yeah, because right now it's just a little vague.
Yeah. All right, then we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye!